Peace and blessings, everybody. How y'all doing today? It's me, Mike Ken, aka Rogue Spirit Show. Listen, getting to the meat of the matter, because I said I was gonna take this to the YouTube streets or whatever the case is. It's been over 2 weeks, so I might as well get with it. Now, at first, I was gonna put it in my ebook or whatever the case. So I'm still thinking whether to go back and forth to put it on my ebook because I thought I was making something literally repetitive. However, that's not the case. So now, the subject of the matter is womanhood and how women should be this and that, and not in that way. Like I've seen posts on both Facebook and Instagram coming from chauvinistic males talking about how women should respect a man, this and that. Listen, respect is from both men and women, not just for a one-sided party. Now, if you're a lion that has to say that he's a lion all the time, 9 times out of 10, you're a cub playing grown man games. Ladies, cunts, and everything feminine. Never trust a lion that has to say he's a lion all the time because 9 times out of 10, he is a cub playing grown man games. And I don't want to hear it from the people like Ashna Sarab, whatever the case is. Bitch, bye. Like, we all got skeletons of fuckboys that we call. We all got skeletons of cubs that we call. We all got a skeleton of fuckboys that nut in our faces. The only being that's 100% is the all-seeing goddess and the all and the goddesses of the 9 planets and shit, you know? That's the only being that's 100%, bitch. So I don't want to hear it from people, from these broken peg normative women, how they never caught a fuckboy and they got a skeleton for the fuckboys more than me. So anyway, these chauvinistic males, and Jeffrey Lapaix included, be wanting a woman that's so conjured up. Like, honestly, like, I'm just being a dick with this example. Do you really think a New York woman that has fire, ice in her blood, a New York woman that's been raised around cousins and brothers, you think she's gonna submit to you the way you want her to submit to you? Now that is conjured up as shit. That shit will never come true. Like I said, I was just being a dick with that example. Okay? Because it's words of hip hop, and I was being a dick to that example, and I was being a dick with that example because it really don't matter where a woman come from or what she give. Women should all be respected. And then you got these politicians that rage war against women and their rights or whatever the case is, trying to push women back into the kitchen. Not I, said the cat. You got me fucked up. Listen. I don't know who needs to tell you, men. I don't need Jeff Lapaix. I don't know who needs to tell you this. I don't know who needs to tell you men this. I don't know who needs to tell you top politicians this. But 1927 is gone and it's not coming back. Those times are gone and it's not coming back. 1937 is gone. It's not coming back. And even women back then wasn't really. Even women back then had fire and ice in their blood. Take it from my grandmother who was born in 1937. You got me fucked up. Even women from 1937 had fire and ice in their blood. So you really think it was good? So if you really trying to bring those times back, you might as well pray. You might as well pray to the weenie. You might as well pray to the weenie devil, because let me tell you something. God has deceived Skullie. God has deceived all those old school devils. You know? You got me fucked up. And it's so fucking real, even Skullie will deceive you. To keep it all the way funky. It's crazy how these men want a traditional woman, but they're not doing traditional shit. If you want a traditional woman, then why don't you pay the bills? Why don't you bring the food to the house? Why don't you do all the things of the things? But no. You want a woman to be independent. You want her to be traditional. You want her to have her shit together. You want her to do all the things of the things while you lay up in the house throwing gang signs and shit like that, and you not getting money. Why are you blood niggas alive? Fuck out of here. If you really want a traditional woman or a woman to submit to you, then you should maybe grow up and be a man and start providing. And start bringing food to the house and paying the rent and whatever the case is. Instead of having to depend on women for everything. Fuck out of here. I be seeing posts like that on my Facebook, on Instagram, time and time again, and it makes me sick. And people like Jeffrey Lapaix be wanting some old Dominican broad that smells like onions. I don't know what kind of Dominican woman he wants, but the Dominican women that I hung out with, that I grew up hanging out with, are not as submissive as you think. Hell, they're not even submissive at all. You're best with a Bolivian, bitch. Anyway, this is like the final bout when it comes to these chauvinistic males, okay? Again, ladies, cunts, and everything feminine. Never trust a lion that has to say that he's a lion all the time. 9 times out of 10, he's just a cub playing grown man games. And to the men, to the stand-up guys, never trust a lioness that has to say that she's a lioness all the time, because 9 times out of 10, she's a cub playing grown man games. I don't know what it is to be like my masculine counterparts. I can only come from my feminine entity, for my feminine, element. But yes, I'm for the stand-up guys as well. Thank you.